I really desire my own family and to be a wife and to have a home.
Where? Really? Where? What are you doing to make that happen? Getting ran through? Alright guys, well apparently India Love ruined the Streamers Award. So let's see what's up with this video. It's just dropped.
Yo, Adapt, I'm gonna let you finish, but Rakai and DDG had the best streams all year. They should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year this year.
Hello. Real quick, y'all. I know Breakout Streamer of the Year went to
She can't even she can't even talk right.
Adapt. And congratulations, and we respect you for what you did. But Rakai should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year and DDG. I don't care what y'all say. Shout out Rakai, shout out. Blah, 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 blah.
If you ever want your event ruined, just invite a pick-me male-centered woman named India Love and give her a microphone. Just yesterday, the most divisive event in streamer history took place, aka the Streamer Awards. The reason why it's noted as the most divisive event in streamer history is because up until this moment, there has been so much conversation surrounding it. Whether it be the fact that some kick streamers weren't involved in any of the categories, whether it be claims of it being a buddy-buddy system where friends of the show are being brought on and glazed on all night, or whether it be about QT Cinderella, the host of the Streamer Awards, doesn't really know anybody. She's just inviting whoever to stay in good graces. This event has so much controversy surrounding it going into it, it would only make sense that it would be a night of controversy. And while there are other things to elaborate on, we've got to get into the pick me queen, India Love, and how she ruined the Streamer Awards. If you haven't yet already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button to this channel. It goes a very, very long way. Now back.
I haven't seen the award yet, but I've seen the few clips and it's crazy. Streamers nowadays, they don't have professionalism. Everything was just trying to make clips. Literally. Like everything. Like there was people there. I think one streamer was standing up for every time they was going to call a person for a war. He was just standing up and it wasn't even handpicked like 5 times, which is crazy.
Back into the video. Discourse around any award show is always about the nominees and who the committee decides to select as far as winners, losers, nominees, etc., etc. It never really seems fair, especially when your favorite artist or celebrity or whatever doesn't get represented, but ultimately it is what it is. Breakout Streamer of the Year is defined as a streamer who experienced explosive growth in the past year, establishing themselves amongst the top streamers as one of the most talked about names in streaming. Now, I think if you ask the casual viewing audience, they would have their opinions on this, and most notably they would probably talk about Rakai and DDG, two people who for better or for worse have been in every single conversation. So when they didn't win the award, it came to a surprise for most of the internet.
DDG, Vanilla Mace, Gwendolyn Ortiz.
Gwendolyn is her name? Who knew that?
I don't even know. Yo, who are these people? The only person is DDG I recognize.
And the Streamer Award goes to Adapt.
Second nomination and first win.
Now, I'm not here to make a claim about who should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year, what it even means. Did this person break out, X, Y, and Z. That does.
What is even, what is that? Like, what? A person that crashed out the most? Is that what it means? What is that?
Doesn't necessarily matter to me. What I am here to discuss is the pick Misha of the entire group, India Love. Granted, it's okay to be upset, but what she did is just so inexcusable. She pulled a Kanye West / Little Mama, or a Little Mama / Kanye West, and decided to run up on stage, take the mic, and give this drunken monologue about who she thinks should have won.
Hello. Real quick, y'all. I know Breakout Streamer of the Year went to Adapt. and congratulations, and we respect you for what you did. But Rakai should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year and DDG. I don't care what y'all say. Shout out Rakai, shout out. Blah, 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 blah.
Now, Miss India, you know that was wildly inappropriate. Like I said, I'm all for people having their own sorts of opinions, but does that mean that I interrupt this show in order to do what she did? Absolutely not.
Yeah, she could have just, I don't know, addressed it on her social media in real time, if anything. Like, that was so uncalled for.
Because we'd be there all night with everybody disagreeing, with this person winning, that person losing, et cetera, et cetera. At what point do we draw some sort of conclusion? Now, do I agree that Adapt should have won the award? My personal opinion, potentially not. I could not be as tapped in as I should be, but DDG and Rakai had a super big year. But I also thought Plaqueboy Max.
Yeah, I forgot about Plaqueboy Max. He had a great year. He was having artists recording with them. I think he made hits too. I don't know, but he was out there like putting in the work. To this day, he still like talked about.
Took things to an entire different level, but never, and I mean ever, and I do mean ever, when I walk on stage to interrupt them from their award show that they're giving on. That's just the dumbest thing in the world. And rightfully so, she faced consequences for being a Pygmisha, and she got kicked out of the event promptly.
I feel like people do stuff for the attention because it's not that deep.
And not to be on some Karen or any sort of police timing, but yeah, no, you should have been kicked out. I'm glad they took swift measures because they put a lot of effort and energy into this. But that's just the start of the conversation. What happens after that was so baffling to me, but it also lines up with who India Love is. As she's backstage or at some sort of after party having these conversations with these different streamers, it almost seems as though she doesn't realize what she's done and is just living in this moment of whether it be ignorance or still happy about the life that she's living, et cetera, et cetera.
Now, as soon as you did that, the Rakai DDD shit, I'm like, the Rakai DDD shit, I'm like, oh shit.
What do you mean?
When we went up to the stage, I'm like,
Typical. Not taking accountability. Playing dumb. Typical.
Oh, you forgot
you
already.
a savage for real for that?
As soon as I sat down, I said, excuse me, you gotta go. Like that with my arm. I said, wait a minute.
Yes, like you don't even take care of your sister.
No, but honestly,
What you expect? Like, what she expects is just people to brush it off. Oh, yeah, that was cute. And just laugh about it.
See, I didn't like how he was sitting.
Yeah.
Like, that nigga ran 2025. No cap. Not like that, but like, he should have been like more like, man, fuck this shit. But I didn't like how he was feeling. So I'm like, nah, everybody got it. That nigga should have won. He should have won. What was you talking about? Like, no.
DDG maybe, but Rakai, like, he was just a crash out. He was doing anything, everything for views. And he recently just got banned, so why would they give a streamer award to a person that's currently banned? That's what happens when you play with fire.
Mind you, she's 35. India, you're a grown woman.
Damn. She's older than me and she's moving like that? Crazy.
And a child losing an award and them being emotional about it, or at least the appearance of being emotional about it, isn't the biggest of deals in the world. Have an opinion, that's fine. Don't try to lump Rakai into this situation. What you did was just straight up wrong. And I know what you did it for, the validation of the bros. That's why you're so excited to tell Deshae and other streamers about what you did. And ultimately, the reason why, the justification.
Why doesn't she just become a streamer herself? She got the clout for it, you know, just people gonna watch her regardless. Why she just don't like do her own things? I don't understand like this female's celebrities or influencer, whatever you want to call it, and they just rather be on other people's streams, fuck whoever, just to be in people's mouth when they could just do their own things. Literally, like just do your own thing.
So it makes sense why she would be smirking when she gets phone calls from different streamers talking about what she did was fire, what she did was X, Y, and Z, blase, blase, blah.
Hold on, Des is calling me, chat. My hi.
Is she a streamer? If she is, damn, she's going crazy for no reason.
Hey, you know me, I'm super. What needed to happen. I was gonna make it happen regardless. You know what's crazy though, Dez? On my life, when I went over there to go talk to Rakai, I didn't like his demeanor. Like, Rakai head was down. Rakai didn't have his light. I'm like, nah, niggas need to feel this shit.
I mean, so why not comfort him instead of making a whole big show about it? The hell?
Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, he just didn't have, like, Rakai's head.
She did it for the attention, trust me. I don't care what type of opinions you have. If it ain't good, just keep it to yourself. And if you want to share it to the world, there's ways to go about it. But not, fucking with everybody else's moment. Just makes no sense.
It was down. His whole, like, I didn't like that shit.
So why not encourage him? Why not uplift him in that moment? Why sit there and try to appeal to these young male gazes? While she is getting some sort of backlash from this situation, it is coming from a lot of the FaZe members, especially the loudest and the proudest of them. But ultimately, they on the right side of history, because what FaZe Kaysan says in this situation is exactly how India Love would feel if anybody did this to her. FaZe Kaysan says, no class, just beyond unnecessary and weird. A commenter says, I mean, Rakai deserved it, completely raw. Kaysan responds with, whether whoever deserved it or not, you can't justify that. Beyond unnecessary and disrespectful. And put some respect on Adapt's name. He had an insane year and definitely deserved all the love he got. If there was a biggest pick me of the year award and India Love won it, and somebody ran up on stage and said that, oh, no, Nina Lynn was the biggest pick me of the year, India Love would be pissed off about it. You can feel the way you feel. Communicate that to your audience, your community. Have that on your stream. But the way you went about it was very, very childish.
I feel bad for Rakai.
That's what I said.
Because she had, and India had security drag her out for that.
We were sitting right. That is true, because now, like, Rakai gotta feel some type of way. Daddy G is gonna feel some type of way. And Adapt is gonna feel some type of way, just making everything awkward for no reason. If you had your own opinions, you could have literally monetized it and just put it in your stream, in your platform, YouTube, wherever, Instagram, TikTok, wherever, and you're gonna make money off of it. But now you literally dragging unnecessary attention for no reason. She looked like a dumbass, literally, on stage. She didn't even know how to speak. It's crazy.
And Ray screamed face up when she was getting kicked out.
Now Rakai is brought into some situation and drama that he didn't need to have to be in, which is crazy because you're using him as an excuse for you to be ignorant, for you to be immature, for you to be some sort of pick me. Not too long ago, India Love talked about changing her whole image, as she's aging, not carrying into her next phase in life these childish ways, etc., etc.
I don't know about changing my style at 30, but I'll definitely be elevating my style at 30, and I will be toning it down as far as the raunchiness and my behavior and how I dress. I'm gonna be.
Yeah, she ain't sound sincere. I just feel like there's a lot of women in their 30 that's still kind of dululu in the head, and I really don't know much about her, but yeah, she already giving off the weirdest energy. Like, if you have this much success in life, right, why not just tone it down and actually make a positive in the world? Because all she was showing is immaturity for no reason. You're 35 and still moving like that is crazy.
Turning it down. It's not going to be an overnight thing, but I'm working towards being more modest, and I'm working towards being more that category, but in due time. I'm not in a rush. I just know what I'm working towards, and I have to put in the work for that, for sure.
You say you're not rushing changing, but I'm telling you right now, you need to rush to change. And that
is facts. I hate when people be like, yeah, I'm not in a rush to change. Time will come, blah, blah, blah. Those are the people that are doing the bare minimum or nothing at all to make a difference in their life. they just say the right things in the moment and the right time and not really do anything, going forward, moving forward. It's just all talk and no action.
Same night where she bum rushed the stage to give this sort of announcement, she blamed her alcohol and weed addictions as to the reasons why she does the things she does.
Alcohol maybe, but not weed. Weed ain't gonna make you do dumb shit like that. No matter how much weed you smoke, it don't make you act out. Probably talk, but not like, not like that. Alcohol maybe, but why would you, if you know you can't handle your liquor, or you got, too crazy when you drink, why drink at all? Drink in the own privacy of your own household or with people you trust. If you can't be drinking in public space and you make a fool of yourself, it's not worth it. I don't care how addicted you are. It's not worth it. If you care about your image, if you care about making a difference in your life.
And she's slowly starting to phase those things out because at his big age, she needs until January 3rd to learn and establish some sort of boundaries, aka some sort of basic civilities in life.
I want you guys to just be a part of my journey because it's a journey, and I'm okay with showcasing my ups and downs. And it's okay, but that's what I want to do. January 3rd, no weed, no alcohol.
When somebody puts a date to quit something, talking from personal experience, because I have had the same problem when I was going through stuff. There's no perfect moment than right there and then. If you leave stuff for tomorrow, for the next month, or for whenever, when that time comes, you're going to be like, I'll leave it for the next day. Why leave it for the next year? Why leave it for this? It's the same shit as going to the gym. A lot of people be like, yeah, I'm going on Monday. Monday comes, they don't go. Yeah, I'll leave it for next Monday. Monday comes, never go. And it's just a repeating cycle until they just give up.
About accountability.
So
30 years
until
old.
January 3rd, I will learn.
And like he said, 30 years old. At that age, 35 to be exact, at that age, you should know better. I don't care what you went through, what your upbringing is. Your brain is developed enough to know from right or wrong. And you're the only person that has to live with whatever wrongs you do. Especially when you're in the public, streaming and everybody sees you.
My boundaries of how many drinks does it take to get with me type shit,
Oh, India, you are just the most foolish person in the world. I'm making claims that India Love is a pick-me because I believe that she does all these things for the male gaze, the male attention, and for male validation. I mean, she literally said multiple times that night that she felt like she had to do this because the culture or the people in the audience felt a certain way. And you know what, India? Let's see. Let's put that one to the test. You went up there and you said you did it for DDG specifically, but when I went back and looked at how he was responding to you post that event and on stream about the situation, it doesn't seem like he was on your side.
It's 80-20. Yeah, you met him before, but he was asking about you. Yeah, man. Yo, bro. Yeah. You cool? Yeah. How you doing, brother?
She literally got completely ignored. That is crazy.
Can you pick me real quick, bro? Come on, bro. Come on, fuck that. Come on, bro. Real talk. All right.
I seen what India did. I checked on her, made sure she was straight. I know a lot of y'all felt frustrated, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Shout out to Adapt. Adapt went crazy. Everybody went crazy in their own way. You know, that's the point of a community. It's the point of a community is, nigga, we in this shit together.
Even the person that you went to bat for didn't have as much energy and fervor as you did. Why? Because DDG is almost 30 and he's grown to at least the point where he realizes that, hey, that's not appropriate to do.
He's 28 and he's showing more maturity than the one that's 35. That should send a message to a lot of people.
Times in this streamer conversation, I give a lot of grace, especially to these newer people who are adjusting to this environment. I do think there's a lot of pressure to perform 24/7 and to make a name for yourself. But I don't think that people realize that before India Love got a microphone in front of her face, people did not know what she sounded like. And she did not say stupid things because she wasn't allowed to speak.
When India Love and her sisters popped up on the scene as our first blazing baddies of IG, we knew nothing of them except for what they look like. There was a point in time where we did not hear our influencers. We never heard them.
Hey, brother.
We only saw them. They were to be seen and not heard.
I miss it.
To watch her on this stream speak, honestly, was so jarring for me because she was always almost a figment of my imagination, just a picture. She was always just a picture to me. Seeing her in 3D walking around with a BBL now added, it was so interesting. I'm like, wow, you're real.
And it seems like every opportunity that she's been given a mic, she has literally just embarrassed herself in an attempt to validate herself in front of men who ultimately will not pick her. The stuff she says might sound good in a vacuum, but when you put the caveat on it that she's like 30 for real. She's like 29 in 11 months. She'll be 30 really, really soon. But if you just heard her...
Why the hell you said 35 at the beginning? Yo, what the hell? Still, she about to be 30, and she's still moving like that. It's crazy.
Speak. Didn't know her voice. Closed your eyes. You would think that this is some sort of 17-year-old. India has some really bad and embarrassing tape.
You know what my motto is? There's a bitch that turns 18 every day, okay? So you need to be...
What?
Be on your shit. And I'm not finna be the bitch that used to be the cool bitch. No, I'm gonna always be the cool bitch forever and ever and ever.
The fact that she's saying that is like, so your whole persona is based on what other people view you as? What, really?
And y'all gonna know me as being the original cool LA bitch. That's just what it is. I'm never gonna be like washed. I'm never gonna be like in the past.
So you don't grow old? Everybody's gonna reach a point that is gonna get wrinkled, is gonna, lose its beauty. That's why your 30 is like prime years. Once you hit 40s, for a lot of people that don't take care of themselves, they're going to look like trash.
I'm always going to be like the one. Like, I'm the blueprint. Like, I know y'all know that.
And let's also not forget about how mean she was at DDG's Are You My Ball love show earlier this year, basically ruining the show by a lot of people's accords by being mean to some of the nicest individuals who were literally just there to play the game.
Are you so shocked?
Oh, tell us all about it.
I don't know. I think we go together, but...
Huh?
I think we go together.
Yeah. Wait, who was that?
I think we go together.
Who?
Me and Moo.
Oh, it's over with now. Can I have the ring? I don't think y'all go together. It's not really a chance anymore, but thank you.
See, I blame Diddy G for even having her there. Because why? Why would you bring a person that you probably was involved with hosting a show that is trying to find you a girl? It's just, it makes no sense.
God bless you, and you look beautiful. All right. We appreciate your time.
So weird. I honestly don't think that this is the lane for India Love. Specifically because I know the trajectory of being a pick-me around all these guys, well, hell, any guys, and what happens to you in your career. When she said she was the blueprint, she was absolutely correct. For a specific generation, she is the blueprint as to how to be a pick-me in this industry, how to go through a bunch of guys in this industry, but ultimately be 29 facing 30.
No self-respect whatsoever.
And not saying that age is this super big deal, but specifically speaking, because she has stated these goals about being married, I think it is really relevant.
Like, I really desire my own family and to be a wife and to have a home.
Where? Really? Where? What are you doing to make that happen? Getting ran through? You think a person is really gonna take you serious when you're dating different people? Like, come on, bro. I swear some girls don't really think far into the future. Like, this just makes no sense.
And to be like the best mom and the best family.
The best mom?
member to my entire family. And once you desire something, it's on you to make that shift in your behavior and in your circumstances and in your self-discipline. So that's what I've really been working on these
all talk, no action.
Last couple months.
India, you can have those desires all that you want, but you're not walking in the steps in order to get that done. We can look at all of the historic pick-me's and where it's gotten them. Ultimately, what's going to happen is that your card is going to expire. You talk about how you're essentially competing with these 17-year-olds. Well, I'm going to let you know, India, the men that you're trying to impress are also 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 years old. So guess what's going to happen eventually? You're not going to be the it girl. It just is what it is. And people are going to stop returning your phone calls and entertaining you because you just seem like the annoying older woman in the room.
Wait, India Love with the 10 gifted? I ain't gonna lie, India Love, me and her haven't been locked in since Streamer U. Appreciate you, India. W India.
Not saying that it's completely cooked for you. Hell, Drea Michelle had a baby by a 23-year-old while she was 43. So there's
43? Oh, with a 23-year-old? Ooh.
Always a chance. But I'm telling you right now, this pick me epidemic has got to stop. And
I do believe there's always going to be a dumbass that's going to pick, that's going to take the chance and not know his worth and pick the craziest female out there in the industry, because it's always going to be somebody that doesn't know better.
the leader of the community is ruining event after event every time somebody gives them a mic. India Love, please, for the love of God, we do not want to carry you over into the streaming community and the streaming verse in 2026. Let's leave you right here with this crazy ass incident. Yo, adapt.
All right, W video. If you have any suggestions for a different video, comment down below. And yeah, what's your opinion about this India Love ruining the streaming award? It's fucking crazy.